Hello, and early in the morning for me, but figured I'd do this when I'm, freshly awake, as opposed to very tired and on the verge of going to sleep. But yeah, here we are for the season 2 prologue with Acura Team Penske. Um, so of course this is where we're going to go through, choosing the teammate and looking at all the changes for season 2. So of course first is the teammate. And Christian Lundgaard probably will not be my teammate for this year. Now, of course, the whole reason why I started this career mode in the first place was that I was looking to actually try a career mode that used the legend drivers. So, when I decided to go with Acura Team Penske, the driver I wanted to go with, or wanted to pick as my legend driver, was Jenson Button. Obviously, I learned I couldn't pick him right out of the gate, so I'm actually not expecting to get him here. I'm just more so looking for what his requirements are, so that when I do season 2, I know what I have to reach level-wise to become, or to obtain his services. Okay, so Button needs a Spec 2 chassis. So that's really the only requirement he needs. So that's good. That's what we need to. We know what we need. We need to have a Spec 2 chassis on the car in order to get Jenson Button. And just out of curiosity, let me see what Nico Rosberg is. So we actually meet his requirements, but I'm not going to approach him because Nico Rosberg driving for Honda would be freaking weird, right? So we're gonna ignore that. Sorry about that. It's still very early. So I was thinking, when I was looking at, okay, I think I'd want to just move off Lundgaard for season 2. Who would I want to go with? Now, when I was thinking about this, I thought interesting choice would be Antonio Giovinazzi. He's a guy who doesn't really get a lot of love. I mean, he's not a great driver or anything, but he was obviously good enough to get to Formula 1. And also, I think it would be interesting because, Kimi Räikkönen is retired, so me signing Giovinazzi would require Alfa Romeo getting a whole new driver lineup for season 2. So, let's approach Antonio and see what we get. Okay, we meet all of his requirements, so let us negotiate. Alfa Romeo really wants to keep him. Ah, there we go. It took some time. It took some effort. Alfa Romeo really wanted to keep him, but we got him. So for season 2, our teammate will be Antonio Giovinazzi. So again, this will probably be only for 1 year. Um, Jensen Button will more than likely be our driver for season 3. Um, but yeah, I think Giovinazzi should be interesting for the second season. We can see how he does behind the wheel of our car. So I am interested to see um, what kind of you know what kind of results Giovinazzi can put up in our car.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you will receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
Okay, who cares?
Thanks so much for the invitation to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. Your team's had their first win in Formula One. Is this a sign of things to come? Antonio had a very promising junior career, but so far hasn't made much of an impact in Formula One. Will your team be able to refine his talent? Other teams have invested more in their facilities than you have. Are you happy with what you have, or is there a cash flow issue? Isn't it safe to say you focused heavily on driver development? Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first? It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
The team's income is looking very robust right now. It's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas of the operation might benefit from that money.
Alright. Nothing much else to really do, so we'll go right to the end of the season. Get some nice cash from the sponsors. $23.54 million. I am very intrigued to see what Giovinazzi can do in our car. Oh, Alright, well, it's time to sort out the schedule for Season 2. And I think it's obvious which track we are going to remove here. We're going to remove Russia, and we're going to throw in China. So, China added, Russia taken off. No changes to driver. Helmet, all that stays the same. Team details, nothing really changing there, so we will confirm settings. Livery select. That's good, don't need to change anything there. Team branding, don't need to change anything there. So we will advance. Alright. So I would say driver camp and cash are probably the most important things here. So 750k sounds pretty good. Driver training camp for Antonio Giovinazzi sounds pretty good. We can go at the resource point ones, but those, drop the morale of some of the other departments, so probably don't want to do that. Alright, now it's time to take a look at the team lineups for this year. Is it just Alfa Romeo that changes, or do other teams change as well? So Lewis Hamilton still at Mercedes. Of course, the legends, you can't sign it. Interestingly, look at this. Valtteri Bottas, just like in real life, is now the driver at Alfa Romeo. So, that's fun. Now, this one's a bit of a shocker. Max Verstappen is at Mercedes. So now, Verstappen and Hamilton are on the same team. It's a super team. So Verstappen wins the world championship with Red Bull, and then immediately jumps to Mercedes. That is something. Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel goes back to Red Bull. So interesting changes so far. We got Verstappen going to Mercedes, Sebastian Vettel going back to Red Bull, and a real life parallel with Bottas. Ricardo McLaren, Sergio Perez stays put, Leclerc stays put, Gasly stays put, Lando Norris stays put, Fernando Alonso stays put, Carlos Sainz stays put. Join the Legends. Of course, again, as I said, you can't. No, the only person in the game who can sign the Legends is your team. None of the other teams can. Esteban Ocon stays put. George Russell. So a bit of an elevation for George Russell. Still within the Mercedes family, but he goes up to a better Mercedes team in Aston Martin. That's a good move for him. So he's partnered with Lance Stroll. Giovinazzi, of course, signed. Nicholas Latifi. Yuki Tsunoda. Oh. An alarm going off. Mick Schumacher stays put. Christian Lundgaard. Good to see he's staying in the sport. He's signed with Alfa Romeo. Okay, Mazepin still at Haas. And I don't think that... I think that's it. Oh, okay. Williams replacing George Russell with Dan Ticktum. It's an interesting choice. So the new driver, of course, with the retirement of Kimi Räikkönen, there was going to be a new driver on the grid, and that ends up being Dan Ticktum. So, an interesting choice, especially considering some of these other ones, but I guess that one fit what Williams was looking for, so... Yeah, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with these driver changes here. Very interesting ones, unexpected ones. And, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Of course, facilities. We have to upgrade facilities, of course. We have to do that. So I think what we'll do the fitness center. We will get, the personnel department fully up to level 1. That there. Alright, so we're spending a lot of money on department upgrades, marketing, for starters, of course. Durability, powertrain, which will be elevated to level 2, personnel, chassis, which will be upgraded to level 2, and aerodynamics. So all the departments will see upgrades going into the second season. When those will come in, I'm not sure. I guess they'll come into the start of the season, so that's good.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Oh, and actually, I haven't really checked this out. So, not much changed really. We're still down. Yeah, I'm surprised that the changes weren't as significant. Though what it could also be as well is that if you look at the performance, it's listing 200 through 700, and this one's just sort of zoomed in. I guess because it's so relatively close. Um, I guess what I'll do is I'll do the car reveal, and then I'll get all the upgrades that I want to get. So, let me go to the car reveal next. Not much to reveal there. It's the same paint scheme as before. Let's take a look at the facilities. Alright, so we have 1,255 resource points. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a weight reduction upgrade on the chassis side. Can't do anything with the power. We don't have enough points. I don't really need it. Unfortunately, we really can't get anything else because we do not have the resource points, so it'd be slow going with the upgrades, but yeah, we will do our best. We will go through it, and we will, you know, go our way through the season. Actually, we should probably get this energy store upgrade for the sake of durability. So there you go. I mean, it'll take us to the first two races to actually upgrade anything significant, but we'll be okay, I guess. And yeah, so that's it for the prologue for season number 2 with Acura Team Penske. So at some point I'll be starting season 2 officially.